All right, what's up, YouTube fam? It's Dark Angel's Journey, and I'm Shakira. So check it. We're back, baby, for some backtesting action. Now I've put stuff up on the charts, um, on my other screens. If you'll be seeing me looking up a bit while I'm talking through this. So as always, we're gonna bust in with some price action. I have another video that I'm about to be posting. Um, on my morning analysis and what I'm thinking for BTC and ETH trades. Who knows? I'm probably gonna have to adjust my thought processes on all of these things. All right. So in the meantime, while price does what price does, let's bust out. Actually, let's bust out a random trading pair. Let's get out of the Dixie. And you know what? I also have a Femex account. Let's look up Femex and let's grab. I don't want a Dixie. Let's grab something on Femex. I'm not gonna grab FTT. That is just insane on the membrane. Okay, I don't even know what this is. Let's grab VP. Blah blah. Wow. Is this a stable coin? Ew, what is this? Wow. What? I'm sorry, we're not going to use this one, but is this? I have never seen any kind of patterns like this. Like what? Wow. Holy, holy, what? Holy moly! Holy moly! Holy moly! Holy moly! What is happening? What? Whoa! Whoa! That happened in one day? And then it just tanked? Man, you know what? This thing popped up to 1496 and it's back down to 20. Oh, wow. I don't even know what this is. Sorry, guys. I am, all kinds of shock. What is, I don't even know what that is. Okay. Let's stick to the usual suspects then. Let's grab Ethereum because I love ETH and Bitcoin for the moment. Let's remove all of these things. Let's also remove any indicators because I don't know what's in here. And as always, let's hit the replay button and let's do our Stevie Wonder thing. And Stevie Wonder and click. Okay. Where did it get us? June. All right. Let's see what we could have been doing with trading price action in June. All right. So let's add in the usual suspects. So, gonna do or fractal because I like it to tell me when things are my higher low, higher high, lower lows, and imbalance finder because it is boss. I'll put the average true range in here just so we have it for stop loss management and all that good stuff. We having fun yet? How y'all doing? Huh? How is your Wednesday morning? Sorry. I got up at 4:30 in the morning, y'all. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. All right, so first things first, as always. By the way, did I mention Kitty was knocking on the door at 4:30 wanting attention? So what else was a mama bear to do but get up, work out, feed Kitty, give Kitty wub wubs, give him what he wants, which is basically, I want to look out the back door, mommy. So I let him look out the back door and enjoy the cool breeze. All right, so main trend is a downtrend, but we seem to have hit a bottom and we're turning around. So let's get ready to rumble. So first things first, ooh, juicy. So we are in a nice area right now. How lucky. Usually you have to wait for these things. So on the 4 hour, we have a demand area. There's an imbalance right above it. And prices just come down. So here are my areas of interest for the moment. So price has been hanging out here and here. And these are our SR areas. So if price busts past here, touches here, not strange. We had a couple of rejections. So those are my two areas of interest for price to potentially where I'm going to be busting any of my trades in between. Those are my targets. We have imbalances up here, but it's going up higher. So this area, this demand area could potentially be places for my targets. But all right, so 4 hour, and let's do this. And let's come down to the 1 hour. Let's see, 4 hour is the 4 hour chart is going up. 1 hour chart is also going up. And another thing we could do, if we're being super all about it, is do something like this. All right, so, and let me adjust that down. So I do like a good trend line. So if I were to do something like that, and I like the first one better. More touches, closer to where price was hanging out. So like so, like that. Okay. So far, this is a consolidation on the 1 hour for sure. And we're breaking back down into this demand area. So looking for something in here, anything below that to draw the price. There's an imbalance down here that, if it wants to go lower, then yeah, then it could pop back down this way. But for now, it looks like price has been getting rejected from this area. So, and we've made this higher low. So if price drops below this, if it's going to continue going lower, we need it to bust below here, make a lower low, come back, retrace, and then I'll consider a short entry. For now, price hasn't really dropped below this higher high. Well, it has. It's coming down. But I think there's also this juicy break right here too that we need to be aware of as a potential. So let's see what price does. Okay. So it looks like potentially it wants to turn around on this break, which is juicier than the one below it, potentially. All right, so let's set that. And that had the nice. Okay, so still not trusting it. Let's go down to the 15 minutes to see what an entry is going to look like. All right, so still making a lower high, so it might be coming back down. So let's let. So what I'm thinking here is this, right? If it's planning to continue up, I want it to break above this area, come back to it, and then we can continue back up for a long. If it's not going to do that, then it's going to break below it, make another lower low, come back here, and then come back down like that. Those are the two options, at least. Or, and of course, it could just go straight down or straight up. All right. So let's continue on, see what price does. All right. Hanging out, consolidating in this area. Still. So I need something to convince me. Okay. This is an area of interest where price has stopped before as well. And potentially it's also an equal low. Yes. That's an equal area as well. All right. So we're still in that equal lows area. Price hasn't closed below it, but we have made a lower low. Okay. But we're also in this demand area as well, right? That price could potentially pop back up. So we've tapped it, and the imbalance for this was right about here anyway, so it just ate that. There's another one down here, another tiny one down here. and it has broken out of this trend line to change, but on the 1 hour, it's still technically in an uptrend. So I still can't enter. If it's going to continue lower, looks like we're losing steam, right? So lower high, lower high. This is a break. So if it's going to continue down, like I said, it's going to come back up. Actually, probably just to this imbalance and then continue down. Okay. So let's see. So we're going lower. All right. So now we're in this demand area. And so if we're going back up, I'm still looking for some kind of, now these three green candles do kind of make me feel semi-good about it, but they're not strong green candles. They're really small and wimpy looking. Are they? Let's zoom in a little bit on this price action here. All right, 1, 2, 3. It's a bit of a doji-like candle there. So it might be, all right, so prices come all the way down here. If it wants to continue lower, then it's going to want to eat this and then drop down. So we've made a lower low. So we made a doji. Still thinking. And it's ate that imbalance. Okay, we made another lower high. And we're at this area. So I'm still waiting for a log, y'all. Okay. So we're coiling back up. We've eaten this imbalance. I haven't seen anything that's juicy. This is a thing that I need to work through. Okay, so it came back up here, ate this. So if I am deciding what I want to do in this scenario, it came up, ate this. This is probably turning into support, right? So what I want to see for an actual confirmation entry, and we kind of already saw it when we made this lower low here, is a break, retest, come back, and then I'll enter. I think half my problem is that I am very hesitant from an entry perspective, and that's something I need to work out. Like if I need to have an exact combination that I'm looking for. So I like the bearish engulfing, bullish engulfing. I like the morning and evening stars mainly. So we're going sideways, and this is all sideways. And technically, honestly, like once it breaks out of the demand area like that, then maybe we could have entered. I don't know. Still working it out, guys. But we're in this demand area. We haven't gotten any lower. So if we make a higher high, I'll look for a retrace because what I'm looking for is a nice juicy break here for an entry to go up. All right. So it doesn't look like we're going to get it. Okay. Now, doji, strong candle. We're in this demand area. See, the problem is the demand area makes me really nervous. But we have this doji that's telling me there is indecision. I'm not seeing a lot of buying pressure. So let's do this. So let's draw this. And this is now our lowest low. So I'm looking for an entry right here. Well, there's a break right here. My OTE does not line up with this area here. So, dang it. Still not comfortable. Oh, let's go up and check. Oh, okay. What is essentially, it hasn't broken this area. This is a double bottom as far as I'm concerned. So 1, 2 tests. We'll see. Oh, that one, sorry, I got distracted. Okay, so most likely it's gonna be a nice strong run candle after this. So let me back up out of here, because I think most other folks would have been able to bust into a trade already. I'm still trying to figure stuff out. So sometimes I need to zoom out. So they just ate this imbalance. inside of this demand area. So let's go back into the 15 minutes. They've done their job, they've eaten it up. Let's see if it turns. Okay, so buyers are stepping in. Okay, sellers are like, no. Okay, all right. So now two green candles in this space. We've got this break right here. So what I'm looking for a long entry, because that's what we came here for. So that seems to be the bottom. Okay, so what I'm looking for is, and has it done what I wanted it to do? Do this, come down, that, break the point. So I'm looking for is for it to break the 0.5 and then come back down to my entry area here. And then I'm going to try and ride it up to the 0.27 and see how that plays out because I'm looking for a long. All right, so that means, let me just drop my entry thing right here. So I'm looking for an entry like this. I'll put my stop loss under here and I'm looking for 0.27, which is a nice place where prices stop for. So that's what I'm looking for. All right, come on, bust past the 0.5. We tapped it and ooh, came right back down. All right, so first green candle, we got some. So actually it popped up there. First green candle I'm in. Oh, okay. So that is no bueno. Okay, strong green candle. So you know what? I'm gonna enter and it's in my entry zone. So I'm gonna enter here. Stop loss a little under there. Actually the ATR. Let's take a look at it real quick. The ATR at this point is 8.91. Okay, so I'm gonna take, that's 11. Okay, so 11:10 or something like that approximately. Oh, sorry. Back ways. Haha. 1100, so 1097 or something like that. Approximately. Oh, something like that. Okay, for stop loss. All right. So now let's see if that's enough to win this trade. And it is not. Oh, goodness me. Because look. Okay, so I got stopped out. So I'm looking for another entry. So stopped out, mean candle. Probably should have waited for you know what? Accumulation, manipulation, expansion. Okay, I got stopped out the first time. So same entry here. All right, let's press play. So much selling pressure. What is my problem? See, this is what I need to figure out is how do I make the markets work for me? Okay. And maybe my original, it has turned, it's going down. And this demand area is not holding. Okay, so I need to reevaluate. So it wasn't an uptrend, and I should have known when it broke this guy. These bad habits are things I'm trying to work out. And I didn't even pay attention to this potential. It broke. All right, so let's reevaluate. Okay, let's get rid of all that. This option is not it. And we're still in the demand area technically. All right. So we have this SR area can come all the way down to. All right. Now, are we stopping here? Let's see. Could just be accumulating again for another bite me in the proverbial booty. All right. So I should be looking for shorts, right? Guys, I don't even know what to say. This is incredible. Understanding trend and structure is the first thing. trend and structure. Okay, because we had this break. I guess it wasn't the juiciest. Uh, and I'm ignoring all the other structures. So this uptrend hit a snag and turned around, and I did not pay attention to it. Okay, so let's adjust. Okay, delete that. So 2 losing trades. If it's 3 in a day, then we need to stop. All right, so let's see. This break. Da, 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 da. All right, so last time price came to this area, it reacted relatively strongly and came back up. And we're technically in like a giant. So let's wait for price to come all the way down here and then see if we get something that tells us we're going. Okay. Okay, so all right, price busted down below. Sigh. We still haven't had a good trade. And this is the kind of thing that's really like hurting my heart because I haven't been able to figure this part out properly. Like not everything I think is going to work will work. All right, so here's a nice juicy area for potential entry. And price definitely turned around. At this point, we've got the dragon fruit with the imbalance right there. There's a break, definitely not failed. And an SR area up here, but I don't know if it's going to make it all the way down here for that. I need some, oof, I am misreading the hell out of this. All right. So price is consolidating. Okay, so if it's making a double bottom, so I'm looking for price to come. Yeah, so it did this, and I don't want anything to close below this area. So, okay, now that is a beautiful bullish candle. Okay. All right, so let's get on to the 15-minute. Now I might be able to get a long in. Okay. The question is, it came, ate all of this. All right, and it broke that with some gusto. All right. So we have an SR area up here. The question is, big bullish candle. What do I do? Do I just wait for a pullback? Because that would be my preference, like a pullback with some confirmation. I mean, it's like I feel like I'm trolling all of these time frames in the hopes that I'll see something juicy, you know? So on the 5-minute, we're pulling back. All right, so this is what I'm looking for an entry. Let's draw the Fibby Fib from our small, oh, that is my premium and discount stuff, the GAN box. Wrong thing, and that. Grab this guy. And since you stopped here, let's do this. Okay, so my OTE is around the break area right here. No guarantee it'll come back, but let's say I want to always try for the middle because we made a higher low here. Try for the middle and then below this area and then just kind of ride it up to that 0.27. Now the question is, will it come back down that far? So let's just watch. All right, coming back down because it could pause somewhere around the actual break area here and say, that's enough. So well, it's pausing around this area where price has stopped at. Okay. So that tells me we're There's a lot of, ugh. So if I was being impetuous, technically the entry should have been the open of this one and then drop this down here and then I wanted to that way. I don't know where that goes. It goes to a level. I'm gonna ditch this demand area just to keep things simple. But I didn't do that because I'm a scared cat. And that's one of the things we're here to fix. All right, so since this has made a new structure, then I wanted to pull back to here for an entry. And that's on the 5 minute. I'm not really good at trading these lower time frames, but so I wanted to come back to here and show me something juicy. Just thinking about what it wants to do. It's pulling back, still thinking. Coiling up. Okay. All right, we've pulled back to this area. Are we going to continue along? What are we seeing? Some wicking on the top of this. Doesn't look good. It might. Okay. So we pull back into this area. Are we going to come into this whole thing? Are we going to come back down to my optimal entry? Are we just going to make a higher low? Makes a higher low, turns around, gives me something. Okay, coming back down, eating that imbalance. There's this juicy break right here. So if it turns around, that could be a potential. It ignores it because lower time frames I don't trust anyway. Okay, coming down, coming down, coming down. Okay, it's a little doji, a little wick on there. Don't trust it. Because whatever it does is still going to make a higher low structurally. So we are in, we are still, I think we're in a drop base drop right here. So if I'm right, we're fighting over it. We haven't entered anything. We're still waiting for it to come to this. Since this is here, maybe we should do something like that for an entry above that imbalance. But it looks like we are kicking it in a different direction. Made a lower high. Don't like these lower time frames. They give me the heebie-jeebies, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, hey, are we coming back in to my demand area or what? Double bottom. Interesting. Anyway. Oh man, we've been talking for like 28 minutes. How fun is that? So far, we've been stopped out twice. Yay. So I'm trying to understand. Okay. So we are in a downtrend and we've made this double bottom areas W formation for it to go up. And we've broken this lower high, so I feel like it's going back up. I'm just looking for a good entry for it. All right, so, oh, you know what? Let's see where we are on where we are, just the 50 moving average, just for trend direction, right? So we're below the 50 on the, well, I don't care about it that way. We're coming up on the 50. That would have been a good indicator right there, just to use it as a trend direction. Because prices below the 50, you should be looking for shorts. It just popped up, did that V-shape action on the 1 hour. And now it's getting, I'm not gonna worry about it being pushed down, but I'm just gonna use it as trend direction. If it's above the 50, we're going up. Okay, so, okay, so we had this break above the 50, lower high. Let's see what it looks like on the 15. Oh yeah, that's a juicy one. Everything 200s below, 50s above, and we made our higher low. So how does that change my entry? Because it doesn't look like it's coming back down to this area. So let's see, another candle. Okay, it's a nice, well, buyers are trying to step in. So what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Okay, it's above it on the 5 minutes, above it on the 15s, above it on the 1 hour. So we going up. All right, so we've got a new structure. And let's try for an entry here. Plop it below this area here. And let's try for that 1 to 2 ratio here where let's try for 1 to 2 approximately like that. Press play. I hate being in the red. It always gives me the heebie-jeebies. And we're stopped out. Three losses, y'all. So normally with 3 losses in a row, we're done and dusted. Now, here's another price action structure that has just formed, right? And so we've gone up, we've come down, we've come back up, made a lower high, which is telling me prices, and a low, which is telling me price might continue down. So let's switch our thought processes. So what do we have? We have what is essentially a breaker block, I think right about there. And then we have this juicy break with the imbalance right inside of it. Guys, I think this one's gonna work. So that's our supply area with the imbalance. That's break a block, dragon fruit, and I don't know that I want the 200 on here. It's too old. Let's take that off. Let's just use the 50. All right, and price is at the 50. So it might, so I'm expecting a pullback and then a continuation downwards, maybe. We're still higher up than this. It might be just sideways consolidation BS right now. All right, so let's see what price does. So I want it to come back up to our area here. So I'm looking for an entry right about here where, and I am going to do that. And I'm looking for 1 to 2. Can I get it? This feels like a better bet. This area where price stopped, 1 to 5.6. I don't like it. I should be using the ATR from this level. Whatever. Let's do that. 1 to 7. Okay, let's see what it does. Okay. So we're curling up to their area of entry. Okay. We've hit it. I see a lot of buying pressure. Next candle I'm in. Beautiful. I don't know. That's mean. It's definitely mean. Smaller wick on the top. I'm about to lose again. Sigh. Okay, let's just press play. Reduce the pain. It's coiling up, y'all. Oh, stopped out right there. Okay. What's that? 4 losses? No concept of what the hell was going on there. I mean, We saw some structures. This one, you know, we saw this structure, but it's on the 15 and the potential for it. Um, there's they're eating all this liquidity, so there is a potential for it to drop again. Man, this is where are we? 35 minutes. All right. I feel like I have embarrassed myself enough, y'all, so let's probably call it a day. Oh, but look at that 1 hour though. Oh, that's a lot of selling pressure on this guy. Man, but it drops. Wait, 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 wait. But it drops after that. Yeah. Okay, this is a new uptrend. Sorry, I can't help myself. Gotta try again, y'all. Okay. So this is a new uptrend, but we appear to be coming in for a culmination. Let's do this approximation. It could go up to that. On the 1 hour, we're finding purchase on top of the 50. So let's see. Stop hunt equal lows. And they could be breaking in the opposite direction. Or maybe this demand area is finally going to work. Well, we're in this SR area. Sorry, not demand. So price likes to hang out, meander. Looks like a double bottom from here. So let's roll the dice and jump in on this green candle, pop in below here, and let's try to get our 1 to 2 on this breakout. Technically, if we look at the ATR, where is it? Where's the ATR? Whoopsie. It's hiding, y'all. Okay, well, let's give it a little bit more room for an actual 1 to 2. So, okay. And let's press play on the 1 hour. Mm. Mm. One win, y'all. One win. 3 losses, 1 win. Okay, so what was better than the other stuff, right? For this one, I assume this was some sort of double bottom, and let that be my guide. It definitely, if I'd been cheap, and so this double bottom right here, I was like, you know what, it's probably going to go back up. And if I'd been cheap and put my stop loss here, I would have been stopped out. So that helped out a bunch. Price eventually rolled up. So 3 wins, 3 losses, 1 win. I think I'm gonna stop for the day for that one. All right, we're about 40 minutes in on this guy. Honestly, I think when folks say that it's better to trade like the 4 hour and the 1 hour, as beginner traders, is probably a good idea because the 15 and the 5 and the 10, I mean, they netted us nothing. So next time I'll just try do daily 4 hour, 1 hour, and then see how those play out. Basically, it means I won't be able to trade um often, but at least I'll be able to gauge how things are moving a little bit better, you know, maybe. Because this is, essentially a evening star. So then I could have taken a short from here to this imbalance. And what would that have netted us? This imbalance, above here. So just, again, 1 to 2. So I think I'll try that. All right, guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Don't get discouraged. That's why we keep doing these to understand what the heck we're doing. And, look at this trend. Like I ignored and went into the lower time frames to try and figure out stuff and got stopped out 3 times. Sorry, not that one. Haha, my bad. This bigger trend. I ignored the break and the retest, and I was over here looking for longs. Like, I'll look for shorts until we get this into this area of interest, and then see what happens. It consolidated, which definitely didn't help us. And then when we finally saw something useful, this double bottom, that gave us the opportunity to get in there. Anyway, I hope this helps somebody. I know it's definitely helping me. You guys enjoy your. It's Wednesday. Yes, enjoy your Wednesday. Oh, I'm forgetting my Starbucks. Drop your thoughts down in the comments. Hit the like button. I appreciate you. Subscribe. At least with the like button, the YouTube algorithm does help a sister out. All right.